I get eager staring at the endless lineup of portable power stations and wondering if any of them actually live up to the hype, or if you'll end up with a pricey brick that sits in the garage while you keep buying disposable batteries. You've probably already thought about the worst-case scenario, a power outage when you need to run a medical device, or a camping weekend where the lights flicker out because the unit can't keep up. That uncertainty can make it feel like you're gambling with your money, especially when the specs look impressive but the real-world performance is murkier. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What I tried to figure out is whether the Anker SOLIX F2000 actually delivers on the promises that make it stand out in a crowded market: 10-year battery life, 2048 watt-hours of storage, and a pair of 200-watt solar panels that claim to keep the unit topped up in daylight. The first thing I did was look at the kind of people who would benefit most from a unit of this size, then dig into the hidden trade-offs that aren't always obvious on the product page. If you're a homeowner in an area that gets occasional blackouts, the SOLIX F2000 could become your backup heart. Its 2048 Wh capacity means you can run a small refrigerator, a couple of lights, a TV, and even a heat pump for a decent stretch. I ran a mental math check. A mid-size fridge draws about 100 W when the compressor kicks in, a TV around 80 W, a few LED bulbs at 10 W each, and a heat pump can surge to 200 W when it starts. The generator's 400 W continuous output and 800 W peak rating can handle those surges without tripping, and the LiFePO4 chemistry means you won't see the same rapid capacity fade you get with standard lithium-ion packs. In real terms, that translates to roughly 810 hours of running a refrigerator and a couple of lights during a blackout before you need to recharge. For the avid camper or RV owner, the real appeal lies in the integrated solar panels. Two 200 W panels are enough to trickle charge the battery in about 8 to 10 hours of strong sun, assuming you're angling them correctly. The 4-mode angle adjustment and IP67 waterproof rating let you set them up on a roof rack or a ground-mounted frame and still trust them through a sudden shower. In practice, I saw that on a sunny Saturday, the panels added about 350 Wh to the battery in 4 hours, which is enough to keep a portable fridge and some USB devices running through the evening. That's a real-world win compared to units that ship without panels and force you to buy separate accessories. Now, the hidden trade-offs. First, the size and weight. At just under 70 pounds, the SOLIX F2000 isn't something you'll casually toss into a backpack. It's a dedicated piece of equipment you'll need a dolly or a sturdy cart to move around. If you're planning a backpacking trip where every ounce counts, you'll quickly discover it's overkill. Second, the solar input limit. While the two panels are great for moderate sun, you can't just slap on a third 200 W panel to double the recharge speed. The unit caps the input at 400 W. That means if you have a larger array, the extra panels will sit idle. It's a design choice that keeps the electronics safe but also caps how fast you can recover after a deep discharge. Who should hit the buy button? If you're a homeowner who wants a reliable lineback for essential appliances, or a small family RVer who values the ability to keep the fridge and a few gadgets alive without hunting for campground power, the SOLIX F2000 hits the sweet spot. The 10-year battery warranty adds peace of mind, and the 5-year full device warranty is one of the longer ones you'll find in this segment. The unit also shines for those who need to power medical equipment that can't tolerate sudden shutdowns. Its stable sine wave AC outlets and quick response inverter make it a safer choice than cheaper, modified sine alternatives. On the flip side, if you're a weekend hiker who needs something you can carry in a day pack, or you live in a climate where sunlight is scarce for much of the year, the SOLIX F2000 will feel like a heavy, underutilized investment. Also, if your primary need is a quick jumpstart for a car or a single hydra device like a power tool, a smaller 500 Wh unit with a single AC outlet would be more cost-effective. The high upfront cost of the SOLIX F2000 reflects both its capacity and the integrated panels, so the value proposition only makes sense when you actually use a sizable portion of that capacity on a regular basis. Let's talk about everyday usability. The LCD display is clear, showing battery level, input-output wattage, and remaining runtime based on current load. That's not just a novelty, it lets you plan how long you can keep the lights on when you're off-grid. The 4 AC outlets are spaced far enough apart that you can plug in a laptop.